Imagine a place where the ocean doesn't reflect the sky, where clocks stop marking the hours, and airplanes vanished as if they never existed. Today, I'll tell you the story the US government tried to erase for 78 years. The story of Flight 19. Not the one in history books, but what was written in Lieutenant Charles Taylor's diary minutes before he screamed into the radio. The horizon is rippling, and I can't see the stars. 3 hours later, a rescue ship carrying 13 men followed to find them. None of the 27 crew members were ever found. No bodies, no wreckage, only a bottle tossed into the sea 3 days later, with a single phrase scrawled in red ink. They called us back. My grandfather was the last to hear Taylor's voice, and the secret he took to his grave is in my hand now. The Bermuda Triangle isn't a myth, it's a tomb between Miami, San Juan, and the Bermuda Islands. Over 1,000 ships and planes have disappeared since 1900. Most have simple explanations: sudden storms, human error, violent underwater currents. The USS Cyclops, a cargo ship that vanished in 1918 with 309 men, likely collapsed under its own weight, heavy with manganese. Or the Sandra Hope yacht in 1963, swept away by a microburst, a phenomenon that brings planes down in seconds. But these cases with no answers, are like knives lodged in the minds of those who investigate. On December 5, 1945, Flight 19 Avenger bombers from the U.S. Navy took off from Fort Lauderdale for a routine training mission. The leader was Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a war veteran with 2,000 flight hours. At 2:10 p.m., Taylor reported to air traffic control, "We reflying over islands that shouldn't be here." At 2:45 p.m., his voice crackled over the radio, trembling. "The compasses spin non-stop. Even the sun won't help us." By 3:30 p.m., silence, only static. What official reports don't tell you is that a week earlier, Taylor wrote in his personal diary, "Something's wrong with the air here. It's like the sky is a poorly painted canvas." The Navy confiscated that diary in 1946, until 2019, when a former National Archives employee leaked a copy to an independent researcher. The December 5th entry ends with these words: "If this reaches anyone, tell my mother I saw." The rest was torn away. But why would an experienced polluter veteran of 12 World War II missions lose his bearings in an area he knew like the back of his hand? The answer lies in something scientists call a magnetic anomaly. In 1970, a Russian satellite detected a distortion in Earth's magnetic field over the triangular fault where compasses point to an invisible north. But that doesn't explain what happened to the Star Tiger, a plane that vanished in 1948 with 31 passengers. Its final moments were recorded. We're at 600 meters altitude, but the altimeter reads 50 meters. And here's what no one tells you. In 2017, a Cuban fisherman named Raul Mendez filmed something beneath the triangle's waters. His wet, shaking cell phone captured an elongated shadow larger than a ship moving against the ocean currents. When he showed the video to the Coast Guard, they confiscated his phone. Raul disappeared 3 days later. His boat was found adrift, engine still running, a cup of hot coffee on the table. Have you ever wondered why the Bermuda Triangle doesn't appear on modern military maps? Because in 1982, the Pentagon redesigned navigation routes to avoid the area. Officially, it's called Air Exclusion Zone 7X. There's no sign marking it, no alerts on aircraft panels, only a silent code in navigation systems. If a plane nears coordinates to 5N71W, a red alarm flashes in the cockpit. Pilots receive a radio order, divert immediately. Authorization Alpha Nine *. My grandfather, James Holloway, was a radio operator at the Fort Lauderdale base that day in 1945. He heard every word Charles Taylor said before the silence. The night of the disappearance, a call came from Admiral Chester Nimitz, head of the Navy. James, erase the tapes. Tell everyone it was human error. My grandfather obeyed, but he kept a copy, hidden inside the watch I wear on my wrist. It's not watered down there. It's something thick like oil, but it glows in colors that don't exist. My men are screaming about faces in the waves. Repeat, faces. The radio is picking up a frequency that isn't human. This audio isn't in public archives. It was extracted from a copy my grandfather hid under his bedroom floorboards. In 1998, a Navy officer knocked on my door at 3 a.m. He wanted the watch. My grandmother said it had been stolen. A lie, it's here. And inside it there's more than a tape. In 2015, oceanographer Dr. Elias Vargas deployed a robotic probe 4,000 meters deep into the heart of the triangle. His goal was to map a supposed tectonic rift. What he found changed his life. The probe transmitted images of a metallic structure, perfectly triangular, covered in symbols belonging to no known civilization. Before he could alert his team, the transmission cut. The probe was recovered days later, its memory wiped. Only one frame remained, a photo of a human arm gripping the camera lens. The Navy denied everything, called it a shark, but Dr. Vargas didn't give up. In 2020, he collected water samples from the surface at Flight 19's disappearance site. Under a microscope, the water revealed particles of solid methane, a substance that only exists in high-tech labs. Worse, when exposed to ultraviolet light, the particles emitted an electric blue glow and formed a pattern. The same symbol etched into the underwater structure. This vial I hold now contains that water. It looks normal, right? But in 2023, an independent lab in Iceland discovered something terrifying. If you dip a watch in this liquid, the hands spin backward. Literally, we tested it with a 1950s Rolex in 3 minutes. It reset to 1945. The scientist who ran the experiment panicked. Said he saw shadows of people reflected in the liquid. One held an aviator's helmet. Why is the Navy studying this in secret? Because in 1974, they tried to replicate the Philadelphia experiment, a World War II project that allegedly made a ship invisible. They called it Project Phoenix. They installed an electromagnetic generator on the triangle's seafloor to test if they could bend light. The experiment failed, but it created something worse. Bubbles of frozen time. In 1989, a Soviet submarine picked up a distress signal from the ocean depths. It was Charles Taylor's voice, broadcast on a 1945 radio frequency, repeating, "Don't let the clock stop." In 2021, NASA's ICE-SAT-2 satellite detected a thermal anomaly in the same region, a circular area 3 kilometers wide, where water temperature is 15 degrees Celsius hotter than its surroundings. NASA claimed it was an inactive underwater volcano. Alive. An internal leak revealed that within this zone, the satellite sensors captured shockwaves as if something was pounding against an invisible membrane. Last month, an underwater drone sent by a documentary channel was destroyed at 200 meters depth. Its final seconds showed a pulsating green light on the seafloor, and a voice not human whispering in ancient Russian. Kaliada does not sleep. Research revealed that Kaliada is a Slavic god of death and renewal. Coincidence? Maybe. But in 1953, a Soviet ship named K-129 vanished in the triangle carrying a gold shipment. Its wreckage was never found. Until today, my grandfather always said the triangle isn't a place. It's an organism, something that feeds on time and memory. In his secret diary, he wrote, that night, the radio picked up a transmission from Flight 19. In 1972, Taylor was screaming, "We're still here. Time doesn't pass." For years, I thought it was senile rambling until I found the letter. In 2022, I received an anonymous email with a PDF attachment. It was a letter dated 1946, signed by Sarah Taylor, Lieutenant Charles Taylor's daughter. She was 7 years old when her father vanished. In the letter, Sarah described a recurring dream. Daddy is in a place where the sun never sets. There's a lake of black water, and men in uniform speak a language that sounds like screeching metal. He calls to me, but I can't cross the lake. The letter was sent to President Truman. It was returned stamped, classified Project Stargate, Research revealed that Project Stargate was a real CIA program in the 1970s studying time travel and teleportation. They recruited psychics to contact people missing in anomaly zones. A 2015 declassified report mentions contact with entity CT19 code for Charles Taylor. The medium, a man named Harold Vance, transcribed these words. Tell Sarah her clock isn't broken, it's waiting. My aunt Sarah, yes, the same name, inherited my grandfather's wristwatch. In 1987, she dropped it overboard during a cruise. Years later, a fisherman returned it. The watch was intact but set to December 15, 1945 the day the rescue ship vanished. When my aunt opened it, a photograph was inside. My young grandfather smiling beside Charles Taylor. On the back, a date. December 5, 1945 the day of the disappearance. This photo shouldn't exist. My grandfather never met Taylor personally unless something brought him back. For a moment, in 2019, University of Miami researchers analyzed sediment from the triangle's seafloor. They found traces of osmium-187 *, a rare isotope used in secret 1940s nuclear experiments. But they also found something more disturbing. Fragments of synthetic fabric that didn't exist before 1980. Among them, a piece of U.S. Navy uniform with the name Holloway stitched on it. My surname. My grandfather died in 2003. He never mentioned Project Phoenix, never spoke of time travel, but, in his will, he left a sealed box for me. Inside were 3 things: the watch, the cassette tape, and a diary. On the first page he wrote, if you're reading this, the triangle has chosen you. Don't trust clocks, don't trust maps, trust only the stars, if they still exist. On the diary's last page. An entry dated 1962. Today, I saw Charles Taylor at the Miami docks. He was 17 years older, but it was him. Wore a navy coat and held a golden compass. He told me, James, they're building a portal. Don't let them open it in 2025, asterisk 2025. Next year, why? 2025. Researching Project Phoenix files. I discovered the original calculations predicted a asterisk temporal window asterisk in 2025 an alignment of cosmic particles that would stabilize a portal. The Navy abandoned the project in 1978, but what if another organization revived it? In 2023, a Pentagon leak revealed that DARPA, the military's advanced projects agency, is funding research on asterisks, space-time vortices asterisk at an underground base in the Bahamas. The project's codename asterisk Operation Coleata. Asterisk last week, a former DARPA engineer contacted me. He requested anonymity but sent documents. One was a diagram of an electromagnetic generator installed on the seafloor at coordinates 25N71W. Another was a test report, asterisk subject 7X, exposed to the anomaly for 3 seconds. Returned with memories from 1945. Body aged 20 years, asterisk. The most chilling document was an internal email, asterisk confirmed. The entity in the triangle responds to emotional stimuli. Fear increases activity. Recommend using volunteers with trauma from loss. Sarah Taylor died in 1998. Before she died, she told a friend that in her dreams, her father warned her, asterisk they'll use children to keep the portal open. Asterisk my grandfather never knew Sarah Taylor, and my aunt shared the same name. Never knew that in 1987 my aunt nearly fell off a ship in the triangle. Said an invisible hand pulled her back. Now I understand. The triangle doesn't choose random victims. It chooses asterisk bloodlines asterisk, and mine has been marked since 1945. In 2023, a man named Henry Shaw approached a lawyer in Nassau. He claimed to be the last survivor of the 1945 rescue ship. His account was recorded before he was found dead in his apartment, apparently a suicide. The recording leaked online. Listen closely, asterisk, there were 13 of us on the USS Sentinel. We followed Taylor's signal to coordinates to 5N71W. The sea was calm, but the air felt thick, like syrup. Suddenly, the instruments failed. The captain ordered full throttle. That's when we saw it, a giant wave, but it wasn't water, it was something dark, glowing with its own light. Inside it, human shapes moved. They screamed in a language that wasn't human. Taylor was there, atop the wave, wearing his 1945 uniform. He yelled, "Turn back, it's not time." Asterisk, asterisk, the sky tore open. A green light blinded us all. When I regained sight, I was alone in a lifeboat. It was 1982. 37 years had passed. My body was 90 years old, but my mind was still in 1945. For decades, I tried to warn someone, but they called me a lunatic. Until I saw you, young man. You have his watch. James Holloway's. Tell me, what do the stars show now? Henry Shaw died clutching a photo of my grandfather. During the investigation, they found a diary in his apartment. On the last page, a message written in blood. Asterisk, they're here. The portal opens at the eclipse. Asterisk, on April 8, 2024, a total solar eclipse will cross the Bermuda Triangle. NASA has already warned of asterisk extreme electromagnetic disturbances. Asterisk, but a DARPA document obtained by a source reveals the eclipse is the asterisk ideal window asterisk to activate the seafloor generator. The goal, to open a stable portal to asterisk recover lost assets. Asterisk, but what if they're not just recovering planes and ships? What if they're after people? In 2021, a Chinese submarine picked up a radio signal from the triangle's depths. The transmission was in 1950s Mandarin. Asterisk Alpha Unit, report to base. The harvest begins tomorrow. Asterisk historical archives revealed that in 1953, a group of Chinese scientists vanished in the triangle while studying asterisk cosmic energy. Asterisk their names were never disclosed. Until today. Last week, a Vietnamese fisherman filmed something unbelievable. His video shared on Telegram shows a human figure emerging from the triangle's waters, not a survivor. Its eyes glow green, and its hands touch the fisherman's boat. Where it touches, metal instantly rusts. The fisherman screams, asterisk, it's speaking Russian, telling me to run. Asterisk, the video was deleted within 12 hours. The fisherman disappeared. But a copy reached me. In frame analysis, I found something YouTube's algorithm docent want you to see. In the water's reflection, behind the figure, is a ship. The USS Cyclops, intact, as if frozen in time. My grandfather wrote in his diary, asterisk, the triangle isn't a place of death, it's a place of waiting. They're trapped between before and after, waiting for someone to open the door. Asterisk, as a child I had nightmares of a lake of black water. My mother said it was imagination. But now I know. It was a memory of something that hasn't happened yet. The night before he died, my grandfather held my hand and said, asterisk, when the eclipse comes, don't look at the sky, look at the watch, it will show you the way. Asterisk, this watch on my wrist isn't just a watch. It's a key, and the lock is at the bottom of the ocean. In 2023, a commercial satellite captured images of a triangular structure emerging from the triangle's waters. The photo was deleted, but a hacker recovered it. The structure is 3 kilometers wide. At its center, a circular opening, a portal. Around it, symbols identical to those found on Dr. Vargas's probe. Military analysts confirmed it's technology that doesn't belong to this era. DARPA knows. In an internal document, they refer to the structure as *Kaliata Station. Its purpose: harvest temporal resources, people and objects trapped in time. The report states, recovered subjects show high compatibility with long-term missions. Pre-portal memories are erased. This April, a Chinese research ship vanished in the triangle. Its final transmitted data showed radiation levels 500 times above normal. Before the signal cut, a scientist screamed in Mandarin, "They're not aliens. They're us from the future. They came to stop us from *. What do they want to stop?" Researching Project Phoenix files, I discovered the original experiment wasn't an accident. It was a test. Someone or something guided scientists to build the generator. In a diary from one of the engineers, found in a Boston thrift store, he wrote, "They showed us how." A voice on the radio, in ancient Russian, said the portal would save humanity. Save it from what? In 1945, the world was emerging from World War II, but behind the scenes, Nazi and Soviet scientists raced to dominate secret technologies. Among them, the Diary of Thoth an Egyptian manuscript describing stellar portals. Hitler's SS sent expeditions to the Triangle in 1943. They never returned. In 1951, KGB archives revealed Stalin funded a mission to recover a flying disc wreckage from the Triangle's depths. The final report, declassified in 2020, stated, object is of unknown origin. Radiation emissions caused accelerated aging in the crew. The April 8, 2024 eclipse isn't just an astronomical event, it's a trigger. Project Phoenix calculations predicted that during a total eclipse, cosmic energy aligned with Earth's magnetic field would create a bridge between dimensions. DARPA is ready. Satellites show military ships positioned around the triangle. Nuclear submarines are submerged at coordinates to 5 and 71W, but they're not alone. In 2022, a cult called the Brothers of Collioure was dismantled in Mexico. Its members believed the eclipse would bring the Great Return an entity that would save humanity from destruction. Among their documents was a map of the triangle's seafloor, with an X marking the portal's location, and a name, Captain Holloway. My grandfather. Why my grandfather? In his diary, I discovered that in 1962 he was recruited for a secret mission. The Navy sent him to the Triangle in an experimental submarine. His goal: plant a bomb on Project Phoenix's generator. But something went wrong. The next page's handwriting was shaky. I saw Taylor. He told me, "Don't destroy the portal. It's our only hope." When I asked why, he pointed to the sky. The sky was full of stars that don't exist. My grandfather returned from the mission changed. Spent years studying amateur astronomy. In 1989, he showed me a photo of a constellation he called the Guardian. Said it only appears during eclipses. Research revealed no astronomical record of this constellation, until I found a Mayan manuscript describing the eye that watches between the stars. They're not opening a portal to travel through time. They're opening a door to something that lives among the stars, something that feeds on time, something that promised to save humanity in exchange for souls trapped in the triangle. On April 8, when the moon covers the sun, the portal will open. DARPA plans to send a team to recover valuable resources. But what if the resources don't want to be recovered? What if Taylor and the others are there to warn us? My grandfather left a message for this moment. In the diary he wrote, if the eclipse comes, go to the water, take the watch, don't let them erase the stars. Tonight, while recording this video, something happened. The watch on my wrist stopped. My computer screen froze. In the window's reflection, I saw a figure behind me, tall, wearing a 1940s Navy uniform. Its eyes glowed green. It said nothing, just pointed to the watch, and then it vanished. The eclipse is in 72 hours. They're monitoring this channel. If you're seeing this, it's because the Triangle has chosen you. Don't share this video. Don't comment here. Save the coordinates to 5 and 71W. Find a boat, and when the sky darkens, look at the watch. It will show you the way. This isn't the end. It's a beginning. Next week I'll reveal what the Titanic hid at the bottom of the Atlantic and how its final message in a bottle is tied to the Bermuda Triangle. But only if this video reaches 500,000 likes. The algorithm needs to know you're ready for the truth. My grandfather always said, time isn't a straight line, it's a circle. And circles always close. In 1945, Charles Taylor screamed that the horizon was rippling. Today, I understand, he wasn't seeing the ocean. If you see in the future, if you hear a clock stopping, Don't look back, run to the water. They're coming.